Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2 with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, having yourself a great day. As always, now I've made the most glorious thing you'll ever see in your entire life. A whole farm of 10-10-10s. Look at this, isn't it glorious? It grows so fast. It's so good, and I've managed to get absolutely tons and tons of wheat from it, which is brilliant because we can get tons of dirt, which has been helping me out a great deal for growing this farm. And I think I made the right decision in going for a farm first before using all of the dirt to get stone, because I'm getting so much more, getting dirt so much faster doing it this way that it's brilliant. But I think what we're going to be doing today is going and trying to get a cobble gen set up. I believe that's going to be the task. Now, I think we can make lava using a crucible, and we're going to need cobble to do that, but because we're getting so much dirt now, cobble shouldn't be too much of an issue to be able to turn into lava. So there is that. And I've also been getting absolutely tons of mob drops. Loads and loads of mob drops. Let me show you over this way. This thing works so well. It's probably not as good as like a big dropping one, because they die and you can pick the stuff up and whatnot. But look at my axe. Just from killing stuff, I now have a legendary axe, even though it's still flint. It's a legendary axe. It has auto repair, reinforce, sharpness, haste, luck, and 4 modifiers remain as well. It's an absolute beast of an axe so far. And from killing all the things, I got so many stuff. I've got a power crystal's head. I've got an angry zombie head, creeper heads. I've got so many heads. I don't know whether there's like an increased drop rate on heads from using like a hatchet or something. I don't think there is. But I'm surprised how many heads I've actually got, as well as loads of ender pearls, rotten flesh, bones, a little bit of iron, loads of good things, loads of angry zombie brains. Quite surprised that the endermen haven't actually tried to escape when I've been hitting them, because there are places where they can go around here. Like the roof, for one, is flat, so they could go up there. There's places over this way, but no, they decide to stay inside, which, you know, is fine by me. As well as starting to work on making another set of 10-10-10s, I've been doing it with sugarcane this time, because I think sugarcane could be pretty useful. I can use sugarcane for power, as well as sugar, as well as, you know, lots of other things, paper and things like that. It has a lot of good uses, and it is taking a little bit longer, and I'm not really spending much time actually doing it. Like, you know, it's not on my #1 list, so I'm slowly doing it in my spare time, but I'm not going to try and do it as fast as I did with the wheat. So there is that, and I've got it up to a 2-1-3. I think I've done it twice now, but it does take a little bit longer to grow than the wheat. So there is that. But let's get cracking with this. So first things first, I want to try and get as much of this dirt. I'm going to do half of my dirt to see what I get. I think I already have enough cobblestone, but, you know, we can never have enough random seeds and things like that, as well as enough random cobble as well, I guess. And it's all going to get turned into lava now that we have our bucket. We should be able to use 1 bucket of lava, which is going to be enough to be able to make a cobble gen, and then we won't have to worry about cobble again after that. And once we have our cobble gen, we can then make stone, and then we can start working on things like planters and harvesters and whatnot. So, and all of that's going to be mega useful for starting the automation. Yes, moving into the realms of automation, which is going to be glorious. As well as some quests that we need to complete as well. So, we've got a birch seed, a acorn, potato, rubber, another sugar cane, which is great, and we've got loads and loads of stone, which we're going to be using. Now, let's have a look at the recipe for a crucible, because I think this is what we're going to need. So we want an unrefined crucible, which is going to be porcelain clay, and we have 7 porcelain clay, which I believe is exactly enough to make a crucible. Yes. And we actually got that from a quest, which is pretty cool, actually getting all the clay you need from a quest. Like, I thought we would have had to make some, but it's not that bad. And if you haven't got it, porcelain clay is only bone meal and clay. And I think I showed you in the last episode how to make clay, so, you know, not that bad. So we're going to pop it in here, we'll give it a couple of sticks, and that should do it into a regular crucible. And then, I think we can start melting cobblestone. Now, if I remember rightly, we can do it with a torch. So, let's bring it over this way, because I think this is where I'll be making my cobble gen eventually. So, if we put it, let's break one of these. There we go. So, if we pop it there, and then pop you on there, And hopefully this is going to work. If not, you know, it's faster if you do it with netherrack. But this should do the trick. So, let's grab... Do we have any cobble? No. Okay. Alright, we'll do this. So we'll make 16 cobble. And I don't actually know how much cobble we need to make lava. But I'm going to throw some in there and hopefully we'll be able to get some. Oh, yeah, look. Fluid lava. 7 millibuckets. So I'm just going to fill this up. And we'll just see what happens. It's going to take some time. It's not going to be a fast process, but it will eventually yield us some lava, which is going to be great. So, let's have a looky-see inside our quest book to see if there's anything we can do while we wait for this to do its thing. I think one of the first things will probably be one of these ones, because we do have access to all of these now, which is great. The Aqueous Accumulator is going to take a little bit of time to actually get done, but it is there. So, let's have a look at some of these. So, Void Box is going to give me a Void Bag, and that could actually be pretty handy. So, let's have a look what we need for a Void Box. No, we want a bin. Dustbin? Trash can? Trash can, I think it is. Yeah, that's the one. So, a trash can is some cobblestone, some regular stone. You know what? Let's just turn the rest of this into cobblestone. There we go. So, that gives us 18 bits of cobblestone, as well as a couple of spare stones, which is all good. So, for one of these, we need 1, 2, 3. We need 3 bits of stone. So, we'll get 1, 2, 3. And let's see what we can cook it up with. Let's use a little bit of wood. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. So that should do that for us. And we have the rest of the cobblestone to make the trash can, which is great. And now let's have a look at some of the rest of them. So we've got that. We've got automated medium, which gives us, 8 bits of iron and some pumpkin pie. It's insane. The first item for making your crafting life less of a drag is the crafting frame. Place it on a chest, barrel, or other inventory that contains the resources you want to craft. Sneak and left click to open the GUI and set the recipe. Now, as long as the inventory has the materials, you can craft the recipe you set. Right click will craft 1. Sneak right click will craft a stack. Left click will break the frame. So we want to make a super crafting frame. Let's see what it takes to make a super crafting frame. It's going to be, well, that's mega cheap. Definitely going to make one of those. So we need that, and we need some sticks. This should give us enough sticks. And that should give us our stone. Oh, we only need 1 bit? That's awesome. Okay, alright. Well, that should give us a super crafting frame. Nice. I don't think I'm actually going to use it yet, but that should do the quest for us. So there's that. Oh, we have to do storing as well. Super item frame and super void frame. What are these? That's going to need a dropper, a little bit of redstone. Void frame's going to need an ender pearl. We can actually do these. It's not actually that bad. But I think what I'm going to make first is going to be the bin. Because I would like to have a void bag. I think that could be kind of useful. So, it was, let's have a look, trash can, a chest, and those. Alright, let's see if we've got a spare chest. I think I do. No. Alright, let's make a chest. So we'll grab one of those first. Lovely. And then it was these guys. And a little bit of this. It gives me my trash can. Which should be enough to hand that quest in. Yeah, it gives me a void bag. Nice! It's going to be handy, you know, any rubbish that we get, we can throw in the void bag. Things like these seeds probably eventually go in the void bag. Who knows? Oh, look, we've got another one. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's do a little bit of this. See if we get a better seed. So we want to beat a 2-1-3. 3-1-3! Oh, it's glorious! Well, you can go just up there. Nice. Sweet. Alright, so that's that one. Let's have a look at our lava, see how it's doing. We have 460 millibuckets. We need 1,000. And that will give us 1 bucket worth of lava. And once we've done that, I'm going to remove the crucible. And I think, like I said, I'm going to set it up like here, I think. I want it next to something that can't burn. Because we all know that lava is going to set things on fire. So if I can have it across here, we know, green stained clay isn't going to burn. If I built it over this way, I'm worried that things might implode and start burning. And like all of that's almost already grown. It's absolutely mental. Let's see if we can get some more heads. What do we get? Any heads? No. Oh, we got a carrot. Yes. Let's put all that stuff inside there. And I'm slowly getting a good bow. Every time I kill a skyblock as a bow, I just keep replacing this one with that bow to, you know, repair it. So eventually, I will have a super OP bow. One day. Maybe not yet, but one day we'll have it. Alright, let's sift the rest of this. We'll get some more stone, and I think we'll make those other crafting frames, because I would like to get the pumpkin pies, and I would quite like to actually get that, those 8 pieces of iron as well. Those would be quite nice, so if we can grab those, it would be perfect. And I think I have some redstone somewhere. Actually, we got those blocks of redstone, didn't we? That reminds me. Yeah, we got those blocks of redstone. I might have some over in the mobs chest as well, from the witches that we've been killing. I know I have some glowstone in there, as well as a few bowls. Can never go wrong with a few old bowls. And luckily we do. We have 2 bits of redstone, which is great, as well as an ender pearl and some cobblestone. So I think we have all the bits we need to make these super crafting frame adjustments, which will give us some pumpkin pie. And definitely most excited about the pumpkin pie. Just gonna let you know that. Oh, the original. Cool beans. Alright, so we need some wood. We should grab some of you. And turn it into this. Get a little bit of some stick action going on, because we're going to need a little bit of that. Nice. Alright, let's craft these. So, 1 dropper. And full of sticks. And then we want a few more sticks for this guy. Nice. So that should be that one done. Let's have a look. Yeah. Gives me these guys. Sweet. Iron in there. So we've got 9 bits of iron so far. That's pretty cool. As well as all the other bits. And we kept the trash can, which I think I'm just going to place. Where should I put the trash can? Put it up there. There we go. As well as my pumpkin pie and my stones. I'll put my stones in here for now. As well as those items. They can kind of chill out. Nice. Alright. How are we doing for lava? Have we reached the pinnacle of 1,000? Oh, we're really, really close now. We've got 50, just less than 50 left to go. And I might have put a little bit too much cobblestone in there, because it looks like we still have 200, almost 300 solid cobblestone in there. Well, not actually 300 bits, I didn't put that much in there, but we've got a fair whack of the old cobble inside there. So let's see if there's any other quests that we can do. We've done all of these ones. We've got some here that which are for crafting and auto processing, which is pretty nice. We've got metallic collection for broken ore, gives us some iron ore dust, as well as hand grinding. I do want to get into this because making a grinder is going to be really useful, as well as it makes it so that I can make bread a lot easier, because I can use the hand grinder or the grindstone to make flour, which I can then change into bread. So each wheat will give us a flour, each flour will give us 1 bread, so it's a lot cheaper than 3 of the wheat to make a bread, so pretty cool about that. But let's go into this one here as well, because we haven't done this one, so let's make some of this. It's going to be handy because I'd like to put a little bit more on my hatchet and my mattock as well, if I can do that. It's got stone modifiers. I don't know, maybe we can put some on this? I don't know. We'll find out. But let's do... How many do we actually want? I think we'll go with... let's have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah. Can have like 4? Maybe? We don't need too many. Let's go with 5. I think 5 will do the trick. So we'll place it over this way. Yeah, let's do it over here. So... we want 1, 2, 3, 4, and well, that might do it. Yeah, we'll just go with 4. We don't need to overdo it, do we? So there's that. Let's grab ourselves a few slabs. Nice. So that people don't go completely mental, because I'm pretty sure it would happen if I didn't do this. There we go. Let's do it around here. Cool. And should we have a little step up? Yeah, let's have a little step up. I think that does... yeah, we'll do that, just to make sure, because I'm always a little bit worried that we might have some bad guys spawning, so we'll do that. We're going to make another barrel, because I don't want to use those barrels, because they're my favourite barrels. Actually, you know what, we'll use this one. There we go, we'll use this barrel. So, if we place this over here, and I believe we can do this with a regular wooden barrel. If we put it on top... there we go. And we grab ourselves a... we'll get our bucket, and we'll transfer some water over. So we want our 5 clay bucket. Cool, cool. And we'll take a little bit from inside here. And we'll pop it inside here. And, you know, it's a pretty slow task. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty slow. But eventually, these cobblestone blocks should turn into mossy cobble from doing that. Which is great. And we'll take a little bit more as well, because we're going to be making our cobblestone generator in a second. But let's kill these guys first. We'll get rid of all these. I love killing witches because you get some really good stuff from witches. And because this is an ocean biome, I think they, you know, they might spawn a little bit more regularly. Maybe. There we go. Alright, let's put all of this in here. We got some gunpowder, some rotten flesh, some sticks. Yeah, nice. Alright, so let's go and check on this guy. Okay, so we do have enough for 1 bucket of lava, which is great. And I've placed the water down inside here, which is nice. So I've placed like 1 water source block there. And dug this out a little bit, because I think this will work. Hopefully, I'm really bad at making cobble gens because I can never remember how it works. But yeah, so I've dug this out a little bit. We've got our clay bucket. We can only use this clay bucket once. So when I place this lava down, the clay bucket's going to disappear because it's melted or broken or something along the lines. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to place this one here and place this one here, and this one goes there. And when this comes to here, it should hopefully turn to cobblestone, or it might be that one that turns to cobblestone. We'll find out. So let's place that there. We'll place that there, and we'll get ready. Yeah, there it is. There it is. So yeah, the wall of never-ending cobblestone. It's a pretty bad cobble gen, all things concerned, because I know that you can make, like, you can make 4-way cobble gens, 3-way cobble gens, but you know, I'm using what I've got to work with at the minute, making something nice and simple that works. Cool, cool. And we got 18 bits of cobblestone from it. I definitely cannot complain about that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my torch back and let's quickly see if anything around here needs a little bit of lighting up, because there might be a few places that could do with a little bit of lighting up. Yeah, we'll place it there. Why not? Sweet. Alright, so we've got ourselves a cobble gen. It's, you know, fairly small, but it's definitely going to work, which is great. And you're not always going to get the piece of cobblestone because, well, that's just the way cobble gens work. I'm definite there's ones out there where you will get the cobblestone every single time. But for now, this will do just fine. And we will also level up our pickaxe doing it this way. I want to try and stick to the tools that I've already got and level them up that way. Like my flint hatchet is a monster, and I'm hoping to be able to stick with that flint hatchet throughout the whole of this. I'm pretty sure this has the mod net that allows us to upgrade our gear. Oh, there we go. We got a skull right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has the mod that allows us to upgrade our gear, so we can add attachments to it. I'm pretty sure it does because it shows all the additional pieces there. So we'd eventually want to move this from flint to something like copper and then go from there. And luckily, because we have all of the heads and things, we can upgrade it further and further dependent on how much we actually want. You know, a hatchet isn't exactly the most important thing, not like a pickaxe, but it definitely does work. So now that we've got a cobble gen, things are about to get much easier because we can use the cobble gen with this to make ourselves loads and loads of dusts. And dusts are going to be brilliant because with dust we'll be able to get more iron, we'll be able to get copper, all of those good things. And I'm thinking I might go for dust because I quite like dust. I think I remember doing it before and dust was kind of my favourite one of the lot. So there's that. And how much do we need to be able to make a autonomous activator? Because, well, you know, that's the main one, isn't it? We just need some tin, we need a piston, which is a bit of redstone and iron, we need a redstone, one of these guys, and if I remember rightly, for the sieve that was the auto sieve, that required, what is that, a soul sieve? Oh, this one required invar, so an electrum, yeah. So we're nowhere near that one yet, but let's place these down. There was something I wanted to do with sand as well. I might have to look into sand to figure out what it was. Oh, I remember what I wanted of sand. Sand was what gives us quartz. And I think quartz is what we're going to need to make the grindstone. The grindstone obviously is going to be very handy, especially for making food. Like I said earlier, we can get additional bread from it and such, which is going to be amazing. And eventually we will upgrade our hammer into something a little bit more useful, but for now we might as well use it while we've got it. We can get better hammers as we go along. I think we can actually use the Tinker's hammers, maybe? So we'll have to look into that. But let's turn these gravel into sand, and we'll have a go at sieving a little bit of sand to see what we get from that. Hopefully we'll get some quartz. I think it's a fairly low drop at getting quartz. We'll have a look in a second. Let's have a gander. So, uses of sand should have the one in here. Yeah, there we go. So we can get Certus quartz and charge Certus quartz. It's a 17% drop chance, so it's pretty low, but there is a chance that we can get it, as well as crushed ores, amber, cactus seeds. That's going to be super useful. Let's have a look at dust. So dust will give us, yeah, so it's going to give us all the dust, which is the main thing, as well as blaze powder, and skystone dust is going to be really important because that's what we need to be able to trade with the infamous Jaded cat who's living down in my bedroom. I don't know why she's down there, but she is. So let's do a bit of sieving and we'll see what we get. I'm going to do the 9 sand first. Alright, so it's been a little while and I've been doing a fair bit of cobblestone sifting, breaking. It's taken a little while, but I have managed to get some good stuff. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change around a little bit, because I was going to go with dust, which is the easier one, I would say. But the harder one, which actually gives you better results, is gravel. So I think I might actually stick with gravel, because I totally forgot that when you do gravel, you get crushed instead of powdered. And powdered is what you want to be able to turn it into ore. Like, that's the most important one for ore. But with the crushed, you will get a chance to get more of these, which is, you know, pretty handy, because 4 of those equals a ore. And if we do this, so if we grab one of these and get an iron or sand, we break it. That time I got 5, so I got a little bit extra, which goes a pretty long way when it comes to making ore in this pack. So there is that, as well as a bit of charged Certus quartz, regular, which we're going to use in a second, some amber, some more redstone, skystone, all that good stuff. We can actually, you know, we can turn this into iron right now if we took some of this, did a little bit of this stuff. Have a look on uses. We should be able to do this. I want to make sure that there's nothing I can do in the grindstone, because I know the grindstone does have some uses, but for now, you know, we can pop that in there, we can give it a little bit of a cook, and now give us a piece of iron. Nice. So, how do we do this grindstone? Because the grindstone is going to be pretty important. Oh, I got cocoa beans as well, I didn't realise that. I don't know what they were, it must be from this one. Yeah. So if we want to do a grindstone, because I think that it's going to be pretty useful, we're going to want some stone, we're going to want 3 stone. So let's get 3 bits of cobble. Oh, there we go. 3 bits of cobble. And we'll pop you in there. Let's put a couple of bits of wood in there. So that will do that for us, as well as the wood that we need from this guy, as well as 3 bits of Certus quartz and 4 sticks. So let's see if we can get 4 sticks. We can. Lovely. So that'll give us our wooden gear. We're actually going to need some more sticks than this, because we're going to need to be able to make the crank. So let's grab a little bit more wood. We'll make a few more sticks. Nice. And the crank is something like this. Yeah, good stuff. Nice. So that plus that. And that should be everything we need. We just need 3 of these guys. Nice. Alright, let's pop this one over here, maybe? We could pop it here for now. We can pop the crank in the top. There we go. And now we can do all the good grinding inside here. It's going to be great. I wonder if it brings up, have we got recipes? Oh, we have. Good. This is what I wanted to see. So what can we exactly can we do in here? So we can turn all blocks into doubles, which is, you know, always nice. Let's see if we can do anything with the crush stuff. So gravel ore, regular ores. You can turn nether quartz, do Certus into regular. That's the one I was looking for, flour. So we can do wheat into flour. That's what we're going to be using it for. As well as skystone into sky dust, gravel into that. bones into bone meal. Yeah, that is not half bad. But the main thing I wanted to do it for pretty much was wheat. I know it sounds a bit silly, but that was the main reason I wanted it. So like we can get like lots and lots of flour, because you know, being able to eat is pretty important. I would say, you know, it's fairly important. I think the crank does have a chance of breaking as well. Like I've had cranks break on me before, but that should give us some flour. So there's 3 breads, which is very nice. And I think eventually we'll move out of the realm of bread and toast into something a little bit more exciting from Pam's. But for now, this will easily do the trick. Let's get a little bit more so that we don't waste any coal. So that will give us, what's that, another 2? Yeah. Nice. So that will be bread for us. And let's have a look. Uses. So I think if we cook it, we get bread. We do. So let's take 2 bits so that we can cook this in... the pain. Oh well, we'll do that. So we'll do this, and this will give us 8 pieces of bread. Then we can cook it again to get 8 pieces of toast. Now, if I remember rightly, the difference between toast and French toast, because I think you can do 2 toasts into a French toast, it's not worth it. Or toast sandwich. I don't think that's worth it, from what I remember rightly, because it's better to eat 2 toasts than it is to eat a toast sandwich. So I'm probably not going to do those, but hey, I think we're doing alright so far. What do you guys think? We've got our cobblestone done, which is nice. Oh my god, I got another modifier. +1 attack. It now has 10 attack damage. It's godlike with 5 modifiers. Absolutely insane. But yeah, how do you think we're doing? I think we're doing alright. We've got a cobble gen made, which is nice. You know, bear in mind maybe it's not the most efficient one, but for me, it's going to do the trick. This little mob trap here is absolutely insane, and I know that it's nice to be able to have it all done for you. So, oh, look, more feather boots. Nice. It's always nice to have it done for you, so the mobs will just die and you can collect all the stuff and do it that way. But look how much I've been able to upgrade my axe just from doing this. Absolutely mental. Once we get a sword, once I decide to make a sword, that's going to be a beastly sword after it's had a few rounds with our little mob trap we've got going right there. So let's see if we've done it. We've done the grindstone. Oh, and this is going to give us a reward bag. What a brilliant way to end off the episode. So let's see what we have. It's a good reward bag. Ah, okay. Got a bit of feather falling, fire protection. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Thank you very much. There we go. We look like a dirty imp. Nice. So there's that one. Let's see if we've got any others to do. So there's that. We've got metallic collection, which is broken iron ore. So we would need to do gravel for this. Gravel gives us iron ore. I think it's actually better in the long run to just sift gravel, because gravel you can then break to get additional... gravel will give you additional crushed, and then crushed will give you additional powdered. So it does take a little bit more time. I don't think we'll get any out of this, but we'll give it a try. It does take a little bit more time, but it overall is worth it, I think. So broken iron ore, broken copper ore. I think what we'll eventually do is we'll actually have a big system that will, because I did this on Sky Factory and also on the one where you're in a desert. Crash Landing, that's the one. I had a big system that processed them from gravel. So it would do gravel into broken, and then it would process the broken into the crushed, and the crushed into the powdered, and you end up getting a lot more ore doing it that way. But it's a longer process, so you know, depends how much time you have to do it. And I have all the time in the world. Nice, cool beans, guys. Well, that is going to be that for today's episode, I think. In the next one, we should hopefully have some mossy stuff. We can have a look at some of these, as well as hopefully start getting into a bit of the, you know, making some of the lumberjacks and things like that, which I think is going to help out a great deal. We might be able to get some more tools as well. So, yeah. How do you think we're doing? Let me know in the comment section. I think we're doing just fine so far. But if you have any tips and hints and tricks and all that sort of stuff, then always let me know, because I'm always looking to find out a little nugget of information right there. Sweet. Oh, we got another Enderman head. Absolutely amazing. Cool beans. All right, guys. I'll see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always. And bye-bye.